What is a great amusement game for a bar? Grab some quarters and pour yourself a drink as you join the live bar talk with Ion and Jersey Joe on the Brew.
And well, you know Joel and I love to talk about bars while we're doing a drink and web show. So the question is, what's a good game for a bar? So Joel, what do you think?
Anything that's very simple and competitive. Darts is very popular. As long as you're not sitting under like the table by the dartboard, you're good. But pool is great. Any card games. Joe is really good with card games at a bar. I will say that's a good one. And maybe in a little more sober space, air hockey is probably a good one too. Foosball, ping pong, table tennis, whatever you want to call it. Games like that. Joe and I have been to a lot of arcades actually, so we can verify this too. I know he's going to say Pac-Man.
That is my number one answer, but it's only legal in certain states, is video poker. You know, when you got that right in front of you where you watch sports, you slap the buttons because you may have a chance to win some of your money back, and hopefully if you do, well, you know, you pay for the tab all night. But if not, can't do that here in New Jersey, only certain states. So my second answer, yes, Miss Pac-Man, great answer. You know I'm an expert at that machine. But a pinball machine, that's my other answer. Love pinball. It's a good time. And they're harder and harder to find in bars, especially around here. I mean, well, on the East Coast too, our space is at a premium in a bar here. But I don't know, you like a good old-fashioned pinball machine?
Yeah, for sure. Like Barcade out there in Jersey City. Joe and I have been there regularly. It's perfect. You got a lot of pinball. Anything. Any of the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at Area 15 out here. Like, that's perfect. That's old school.
Yeah, I just wish they were old school prices. Now pinball machines used to be a quarter. Now some of them are even like $2 a spin. So woo, you can go through the coin pretty quickly. But yeah, so you guys had a lot of great answers. So our viewers, what do you think is a great idea for a fun game at a bar? Let's see what you're saying. Starman says skee ball is a good time. Then also writes pool table. Rudy says Mortal Kombat, my guy. Jason says Golden Tee. Oh, that's a good one too. And Warlock sends a fun picture. He says Galaga, produced by Namco, released by Midway in 1981, was a major competitor to Space Invaders, and sends a beautiful picture of a bar which for some reason is showing the Brew on their streaming TV. So you hope that's really true. But one thing a lot of these guys are saying are the old school games. Like, I guess they're still like almost a nostalgia, or they're still popular.
Yep, exactly what I was saying. They're just simple enough for like drunk people to be like, oh, sweet, this is a great game. Like, you only have to do a certain amount of things. It's perfect.
It's true, because some of the pinball machines now are really, really cool, but they're really, really like intensive. You got like 5-10 balls, sometimes you get a bonus round going. When you've got a few in you, man, it becomes hard. It's like trying to parallel park a car. You know, you can't do that when you're drunk either. So yeah, sometimes the older school, simpler machines, at least I think, like you said, work.
That's a great reference, Joe.
Let's not be drinking and driving, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we're live. Okay. More of your comments to bail me out of that. BC the Man says, betting on sports like an adult and watching on well-placed TV screens with no closed captioning. That's the new thing that's happening now. A lot of the bars, especially there in your area too, and some of them around here now have little betting kiosks in them where as you can go and you can bet online and just do it on your phone. Like, that's definitely 2022.
Everywhere. That's everywhere. Yeah, pretty much.
It still blows my mind when you watch like live sports on TV too, like whether it's baseball, football, they put like the betting odds up. You would have told me that 5 years ago to be like, no, never will happen. Nope, now it's happening.
Yeah, it's the world being more accepting, I think. It was only a matter of time anyway. I think with the emergence of social media and how much money people realize they can make on people gambling with sports, it's kind of changed like the whole game and how things are going. So That's not surprising at all. That's only going to stay this way and maybe get a little more extreme.
Well, it's like marijuana. States know they can make money off it and tax it now, so that's where that's coming from.
Right. It has nothing to do with anything other than making money.
Yep. Welcome to America.
Yep. Exactly.
Starman says, do bars still have dartboards? They were always done. I think that's supposed to be fun. Both the old school or the flashy electronic deals that require you to play. And also, let's thank Starman for dropping about 5,000 answers. Clearly a topic you're interested in on this episode. But yeah, old school dartboards, I gotta say, around here, they're next to impossible to find in bars. Might be a space issue or something, I don't know. But I like the electronic dartboards. They feed a quarter in there and they blink and go crazy, like you and I played in Laughlin last year.
I was about to say, so in Laughlin last year, do you remember when we were playing darts and that guy came up and he was like, hey, can I get a shot? And I was like, no.
Yeah, some weird dude. Like, you gonna interrupt our game? We're having a good time. Just some random dude. I'm just gonna come in and butt my way in and throw a dart. Like, no.
Right. Like, me and Joe had to pay for this, and we're competitive, so we're trying to beat each other. Both of us are competitive people naturally, and so we're like, what the? We're like, This dude goes in and asks me. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, the other part is too, like, we were in the middle of like BS in like middle of a sentence too. You like just butted in, interrupted, and then like was in the way. Then it was uncomfortable, kept staring at us, and like as we played, like it was really, really weird.
That was bizarre. That was really bizarre. But yeah, the guy he was the one that was offended too. It was like,
yeah. But like I was saying though, at least like out there's room for darts. Here, I don't know of any dartboards here in Jersey City, and in fact, on the bars I hang out in Manhattan too have any, just because, well, there's not enough room. So, you start throwing darts and all of a sudden, like, a guy's going to, like, take a dart to the head or something. It's just no room.
Yeah, it has to be not just, like, a big space, but also, like, the tables have to be far enough away. It's only for certain places.
Yeah, one of the bar owners I know here too pretty much said he doesn't have a pool table or dartboard during arcade games because he makes more money off the table space of selling like food and alcohol than it would actually that a game would bring in. It depends what market you're in because sometimes games do bring in a lot. But yeah, the bar system here, yeah, they don't really want the games.
It's understandable.
Taxes are high and so are drinks in this area. But hey, you know what there's always more room for? When you click on like, subscribe button for all the fun here in the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 big shows, they're all there. Lots of room for them waiting for you every week. And I don't know, I think bars and games kind of go along. Even if there's no room, like put a full-in dartboard, or I at least think get one of those little Mega Touch deals you can put on the bar, like a bar top little thing. At least I think, yes, maybe there's not room for it, but it's got to make some kind of money.
Yeah, do it just like any other, like even like iPhone games are comparable to what you could put on like a bar stool in Vegas. Really, honestly, I'm waiting for that to happen. That's probably like 10 years away, but I bet you it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that is true. I am surprised nobody said like a bowling machine. Those are old school. Like growing up back home in Pennsylvania, we had like the bowling, throw a little puck down there or whatever. And what's the other one too with the little puck and you hit them back and forth? I'm drawing a blank right now. What is it?
You talking about Pong?
No, not Pong, the long one. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank live right now. If we weren't live, I'd look it up. You know what I mean? The long game, and it's like, oh my god, I'm going to forget that in like 5 minutes, I'll be kicking myself, I'm not live. But yeah, it's like you knock the little pucks off each other on the board. Shuttleboard. It's on cruise ships. All right, I'm not taking any more time on that. But also shout out to, I'm glad he also said skee ball too, because that's a cool one. I love skee ball. You don't need tickets, just skee balls.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good answer.
Yeah, there's one bar in Midtown Manhattan that I don't think they're still there, but if you would get like the hole-in-one in skee ball, you'd get like a free pizza. It was pretty cool.
I want one. I want one right now. I'll try for that.
And the answer I can't remember is shuffleboard, ladies and gentlemen. Shuffleboard. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not even drunk, but shuffleboard. That's where we're at.
I was just waiting for that.
Yeah, totally not worth it. But let's wrap this thing up by saying, Jersey Joe, and you, thanks for your great answers. And we'll see you next time, I hope.
Jersey Joe is giving thanks to viewers for sending great comments all year long on a new episode of Kicking Back with Jersey Joe.